Ancient Greek hailings from Finland. It's probably right after Christmas you're watching this video, but before New Year's Eve. So hope you have had good holidays and whatnot. Now it's time to talk a little bit about Greek black metal. As many of you know, well, Greece is a country that has a lot of history, not only with philosophers but also metal music, and black metal is one of the genres that is very diverse in Greece. And well, this band that we have today, which is by the way also on the background because hey, nobody said a simple YouTube guy cannot learn new tricks. Anyhow, Archemoron, I don't know how it is supposed to be pronounced. Let me be just a moronic way. It's a band that has been here like 10 years by now. Originally worked under a different moniker doing sort of a thrash heavy metal kind of a thing, but this band has existed with this name under about 10 years now, and this is the third album. The band was kind enough to send this CD for review by themselves, so without further ado, let's take a look what this CD is all about. As you can see, looks very simple, which is technically it is, but this is a double CD with some really nice and flashy images. Let's take a closer look while I babble a little bit. So this is a four-man band, which is very, I think, very photogenic in nature. If we take a little bit a look on these CD, images here, which you will soon see when I start opening the pages of this booklet. We can see the lyrics as well as the guys dressed up some like some I don't know, medieval Greek soldiers, maybe warriors of some sort. I don't know about you people, but to me this reminds of so many good video games and movies which have the same kind of a classic appearance. Very good touch with these pictures. So what about the music then? What is this band of swords and armors? Well, first thing which came to my mind when I was spinning the first CD on this double album is that this is like Greek version of modern Immortal. Yes, exactly. The newest Immortal especially is something that came to my mind. Be it about, you know, how the songs are structured, be it about single melodies or whatnot, maybe even guitar solos. The thing is that this is actually one of the most easy to approach type of black metal, and by no means don't mean it as a negative thing. I'm just stating that this is kind of a very melodic, very atmospheric stuff. At some point it reminds me later years Rotting Christ, and mostly it's reminding me of Immortal. Long songs, you know, there's like 5 tracks per each CD, and both of these CDs are about 40 minutes in total. So more than 80 minutes of music on this double CD, and as such you can pretty much figure out that these are not very short and quick songs to come by. But it is quite okay. I mean, I'm not big fan of lengthy songs which just end up repeating generic riffs and basically doesn't go any place. But this is different breed. This actually pretty much holds the weight of the lengthiness pretty much the same way as Immortal is actually doing. So they're more about this creating this atmosphere, even though there are some parts which are more fast tempo and straight in your face type of stuff, but mostly it's about creating this atmosphere with the melodic riffs and, you know, almost like Bathory like kind of a vibe. So their heavy metal background clearly shows off here, and I think it's a good thing. This is not your typical black metal album in so many ways because the production is very clear, very strong. It's very good for this kind of music, and as such this is more like the type of kind of a crossover in the terms of black metal, because think of like Bathory's Bloodfire Death. It's not clearly the same kind of black metal as early Bathory works, but it's not even the kind of a Viking metal albums that, you know, Hammerheart and Wild of the Gods, which came later on. It's just kind of like those albums that are kind of a crossing the gap, so to speak. Kind of a hybrid, kind of a crossover, and that's exactly what's happening here as well. And like I said, that applies to later Immortal albums as well. So it's not like it's a weird or unheard of category of music or subgenre. It's very, very true and very good when it's well done. And luckily for us, Archemoron is exactly doing good stuff here. Now, that might be argued that is 80 minutes a little bit too much for any single album. And I could say maybe it is, because while the first CD is quite good at quality, and the second one is pretty close to that, it's a little bit weaker. And I couldn't stop couldn't stop myself thinking that with different kind of compositions, with different kind of I don't know ideas, this could have been so much stronger. Now it seems that because almost every song is so goddamn lengthy, it gets a little repetitive, and there is maybe not even enough variation, diversity, what do you want to call it, with these songs. It's not a big thing. So I want to underline that. This is definitely more the good side than like okay-ish. So it's not a big thing, but it kind of demands from the listener to actually enjoy these doom-like lengths that, you know, these songs are actually working for you. But then again, it's divided into two different 40-minute discs. So if you want to just go with one at a time, it may be easier than what I'm doing, that basically listening many times a single album, then switching to another one, which kind of brings me to this feeling when you have overeaten, you're like, oh wait, it's too stuffed, my stomach hurts and all that stuff. So if you go with all the 80 minutes over and over again, it might take you to the position of being too stuffed. But as two different 40-minute albums, maybe it works better. However, if you are into atmospheric, melodic black metal like this one, if you are a fan of later Immortal albums, go definitely check this out. I was a bit reserved before I put this in my player. I was like, maybe this is one of those albums that just put everything there, self-financed, and get it out, and I'm like, oh shit. But luckily I was wrong, and this ended up being a nice album. So go check out the samples on Bandcamp or whatever, and what can I say? Hope you like it. Have a good New Year and take care of yourself.